This is beyond ridiculous. I come across so many memes of this body positivity bullshit. So, good women do exist. We just fat. So, what do you call these ratchet, toxic, masculine, beta female fat heifers? Like Lizzo. What do you call that? Ladies. I mean, and gentlemen, but ladies, it's so funny. If a man was to make the same post, good men do. Let me, let me start over. If I was to make a post like this, and I had my, my belly out, and maybe my chest out a little bit, little, and started showing, just especially when I was more out of shape. If I started promoting this shit, right? Good men do exist. We just fat. Good men do, and I'll take it further. I'll take it much further. Good men do exist, ladies. We're just fat and broke, or we just make average income. We're just average. We don't have a six pack as we don't have a lot of money, but we're good guys. Would that fly with y'all heifers? Let me ask you women this. If men, especially men who made under $50,000 a year, which is the standard by the way, if men were making less than $50,000 a year, right? Let's just go with that, $40,000 a year. And we said the same thing, good men do exist. We just don't make a lot of money. We broke and we're fat, we're out of shape. How would y'all take that? But we got a lot of fat, broke heifers. We got a lot of broke Jezebel hoes. We got a lot of broke 304s. We got a lot of females in so much debt, consumer debt, credit debt, so much debt, student loan debt. It's just, it's like, it's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous that y'all women can get away with this type of shit, but we can't do the same thing. It's like, and what guys, I see memes like this too. Single mothers are it's, and especially when I see simps pander to this shit. Single, ain't nothing great about, women who are single mothers are amazing. They're the best in what? Here's the thing: if single mothers were the best, regardless of the situation. Now, if she was a widow, that don't apply to her. That wouldn't apply because if she was married to the man, he just happened to die of unfortunate circumstances, but she was with him and she was doing this and she was stuck by him. I would give her the benefit of the doubt. But if you were a single woman who wrecked her own home because I'm not happy, he wasn't romantic, he wasn't home all the time, he didn't tell me how beautiful it was, he didn't do this for me, he didn't do that for me, but he spoiled you, he took you on expensive vacations, bought you an expensive car, but no, you wanted to have a car that cost more than his. You wanted to have this, you wanted to do girls trips, he wouldn't let you do girls trips, knowing what type of heifer you are. Let me put in the disclaimer, dude, if she's that type of chick that's gonna be for the streets, you shouldn't be wifing her. But that's neither here or there. It's like I'm so sick of this body positivity. See, men can't get away with that. If I said good men do exist, we're just fat. Good men do exist. We just don't make a lot of money. We don't make six figures. Y'all wouldn't fuck with that. It's just ridiculous with the double standard. You know what I'm saying? I'm so sick and you got this clown laying up under her. I don't know. I'm not saying, and I'm not judging, but I'll say this: he probably need a place to stay. He probably need a place to stay. Probably the phone that he has, she's paying for the bill. She bought him the phone. She's paying for the bill. If she was such a good woman, she wouldn't be in that predicament. And if you're a good man, you would not be with a broke, dusty, lazy, just a broke, financially irresponsible, a sexually reckless woman, a female, who's a goddamn hoe, who's for the streets, who's promiscuous as hell. if you was a good man, you would not be dealing with a toxic, feminist-minded heifer who's a broke, dusty, lazy Jezebel who just wants to just be a thought for the streets, be the hoe for the gram, want to do girls trips and be a prostitute, leech off you, and she gets to live off your dime. Meanwhile, she's getting her making the booty clapping sounds. Booty clapping sounds. Meanwhile, she's getting pumped and dumped. She's getting pumped and getting the cookie. Meanwhile, she's giving the box to a guy who don't even make the type of money you're making. He probably don't even look that good either. So, ladies, stop trying to force men to like. See, this is the thing. Y'all can have a preference. There's women who when I have conversations with women, well, Calvin, you're overweight, but I'm cool. I like you. That's not the point. Let me say this: even if a man who's overweight and chubby. Let me say this: even though I have women, these women have said, you do get women, you do have, but here's the thing: you know how hard it took for me to be the best version of myself when it comes to mental health. You know how hard it was for me to have charisma and charm. I didn't get that when I was younger. So even if you're a fat, overweight man, two things can work in your favor. You gotta have a personality. You gotta have a charisma, man. You gotta have a charisma. You gotta be charming. You gotta be on point on how you talk. You can't be like a daisy. You better know how to massage them feet. You better know how to touch a woman. You better know how to sweet talk a lady. See, this is what men have to do. This is what men who are overweight have to do if they're having a hard time losing weight and they're trying to get in shape, which I'm trying to. I ain't perfect. This is what men have to do. Or you got to make a ton of money and hope she be with you. But a lot of times these guys get played, get used, and she don't want to fuck with you like that. But she's living off your money, spending up your money, taking care of her dusty ass, lazy family. Spending money to a side dude. And then with the money she makes, she's giving it to him and do whatever the fuck she wants to do. I'm so sick of this shit. Ladies, good women come in all shapes and sizes. But I say if you're truly a good woman, you be good to yourself. Why would you want to be the worst version of yourself? And why would you promote fat acceptance? Because if men were to do the same thing, promote fat acceptance, you wouldn't fuck with that. And I'm not talking about guys that you find attractive exceptionally because you know them or they just got good energy. I'm not talking about guys who are overweight who can get women. There's guys who are 400-pound dudes who 300, 400 pounds getting pussy left and right. I've seen it, and I'm kind of in that conversation, but that's a different topic. But ladies, come on. Cut it out. I'm tired of these. And then you got memes that talk about a boss chick, a woman with an attitude, who's brash and argumentative. A woman is tough. No, y'all the biggest cowards. You tough, masculine, toxic heifers, who curse like a sailor are some weak ass bitches. You know what I'm saying? You talk all tough and big, but then you pull the Karen. Then you be a Karen. Even the most. Even though I respect her work, who's she an activist, she does for the community. Michi X, she's fat and loud and talks shit. She can back it up, but she's inconsistent. You know what I'm saying? My thing is when it's time to be tough, all of a sudden, I'm a woman all of a sudden. That's that feminist bullshit. That's that modern hoe ass bitch shit. Y'all just need to cut it out. Stop pushing this bullshit and trying to get dudes. She probably paid this guy to take a photo with her. He's just so happy that he has a place to stay. Or even if the guy does well for himself, maybe he just don't have a way with words. He don't know how to charm a woman. So you got guys who are well-to-do and in shape, but they don't know how to talk to women. They're socially awkward. They don't have no skills. They don't have that masculine, what they would call so-called masculine frame. They don't have a red pill side. They're overly nice. They're passive. They're very passive. They lead with the wrong things. Lead with money. They put women above themselves, even though they are the man. You know what I'm saying? They would be considered the man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm really sick and tired of these type of memes. I'm so sick and tired of women pushing this fat acceptance, but they will call a man fat. They talk about, I don't want no man with no titties. I don't want no man with a stomach. But then at the side note, they some women will fetishize men who are overweight. They will fetishize men who are overweight. And they will fetishize man with, got some meat on his chest. They will fetishize and want to play with his belly and, suck his bite on his inner thighs. I'm not trying to be graphic, but yeah, that does go on. But ladies, knock it off.